What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. This is Late Night Football here. I'm Inka, and that's Matt. And I guess today we're going to be just chatting with you guys about some stuff happening in the soccer world. Not that a lot is going on, but there are stuff happening off the pitch, and that's what we're going to be chatting about today. So the story we're following today is the story of, from rags to riches. Newcastle United have secured the bag. They have secured the bag. So, on that note, we're going to chat about what we think is going to happen. What realistically is going to happen with the league itself. Newcastle, just chat, I guess, on that. So, I think first question to raise is, right? Do you think? Okay, what do you think the approach and what do you think the approach will be? Kind of approach they're going to take with this newfound financial strength.
Yeah, in my opinion, all these things are coming out about how they're gonna buy Mbappe and all these other people just because they got so much money. Okay, because they literally got 10 times more money than City, just in their owners. But you also gotta remember that there's something called financial fair play, and that means you can only spend a certain amount above your income that the club earns. And that's actually why City are being investigated now, because they've been spending more money than their club earns because they don't actually get that much revenue, because they don't have as many fans as Liverpool, United, Chelsea, those kind of clubs. So it's not just, and even though Newcastle do actually have quite a big stadium, they can get that kind of income. It's not going to change like this. They're going to have a lot more money, but it's going to be mainly to improve facilities and that. They're not going to be able to buy the Mbappes and that straight away. It's not going to happen. Yeah.
But don't you think that the whole buying the facilities and the training grounds, etc., don't you think that is the important thing? That's what's going to make them a big club, not the Mbappe side.
No.
Because
of course.
Firstly, it's unrealistic to expect that Mbappe is all of a sudden come to Newcastle because you're offering him lots of money. There is a point where, look, the money's good enough. If he's getting offered 300k a week at Real Madrid, just because you're Newcastle and you're going to offer him 500k doesn't mean he's actually going to come to you. He's got enough money and he has personal ambition, which soccer players do have. So the best of the best aren't going to come to Newcastle. But what it will help them with is your kind of struggling players, the James Rodriguez, who are not getting game time, not getting a place to start at Madrid. Come to us and, show why you need to go back to the club. Stuff like that, like a Coutinho now, if for a club, go to Newcastle. Cavani, about to leave PSG, come to Newcastle. Dries Mertens on a free agency at the end of the season, come to Newcastle. So if they get the right manager, and I've seen them linked with Pochettino, if they can get Poch through the door, it's they can definitely recruit some players. And Poch being the guy that he is, good with youth, good with developing youth and that kind of thing. He showed at Tottenham, he can build, and Southampton for that matter. He showed that he can build something. So the fact that they have the money, it's not going to be overnight. It's not 2 seasons time. Newcastle will still not be Europa League or Champions League, but they now have the financial power to set that play in motion. So let's improve our training facilities. Let's improve our training, our pitch, our training ground, etc., etc. And like you said, the stadium's already big. It's bigger than Chelsea's by a long way, and they've got really, really loyal as in and strong fan base in the Geordies. So it's they just need to, and I think they're all going to be chuffed that Mike Ashley's up the door, because even St. James' Park changed to Sports Direct Arena or whatever. It was ridiculous. Newcastle became not a joke, but at points just what are you doing? So I think the fans will be chuffed, and if they've got the money, they can get the right manager who can who has some weight, and they start looking at that youth, getting some young players. In 5-10 years, Newcastle could be a big club. City have shown, that look, if you take this approach, improve your training facilities, get a really good coach, players will come. and like it's the Premier
Yeah.
League, so it's always got that attraction factor. So I think Newcastle can really do big things, but not now. 5-10 years.
It's not immediate. It's like, okay, I think you misunderstood me a little. Like I wasn't saying that signing those kind of players was the most important thing. What I was saying is that people are expecting all these massive players just to come to the club, and that's not the reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. I understood. For sure. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry to say to any Newcastle fans, boys, Mbappe's not coming anytime soon. Sorry, but he's not. But yeah, like it's definitely like you said, financial fair play will come in, but but Newcastle do have power to make revenue. Like that's the one thing I can say. They do. They really the opportunity there. Newcastle, that part, love football. Now if you've got like a really good, coach, manager, bringing some youth, exciting players in. Oof, imagine taking Saint Maximin and not playing him in a 5-4-1, but playing some attacking football, and all of a sudden you've got dribble, Mr. Gucci head back. You got, but they've got some decent players. They've got some decent young players. Saint Maximin, Joe Linton, like have bought well actually. Like their chances have been fine. It's just the manager. I think it's Steve Bruce. It's like
he's not like he's doing a bad job, though. But he's just not like he's not like the top quality,
Yeah, but also like the way he plays is not suiting the type of the profile of the players they're buying. So the profile of players they're buying, you need a Klopp or a Poch or someone or a Pep to come with those players. Play some attacking, expansive, and free flowing football. Not let's sit back and be defensive and be a block. We're not Burnley, if you get what I mean. So that's what Steve Bruce is good at. Tight, keeping it tight, being solid as a team, and he'll get you out of relegation. But at the same time, that's what Newcastle, they want to expand on that. They want to, push the boundaries. So I feel like getting the manager in, keep making smart transfers, and yeah, definitely behind the scenes, get a footballing director, make some moves, because this should be a project where they can be like, look, in 10 years' time, I want us to be City. I want us to be there, and they can. It's possible.
Yeah.
But it is going to be a long-term thing, for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, so also wanted to ask, okay, one of my ex-favorite players since he left my club, hasn't been doing the best. Because, in my opinion, has been getting enough game time, but who's to say? Is Coutinho. Now, there's been a lot of links linking him back to Liverpool, but then also a lot of people saying he'll never come back, and a lot of links linking him back to the Premier League to clubs like United and mainly Chelsea and Arsenal and Chelsea are the two main ones that I have heard. Now, so I want to know, what do you think will happen, and what would be the best move for him?
Important. So one, Coutinho so ever since he's left Liverpool, it's been downhill, right? And I think partly two reasons, just because getting to Barca, that's already pressure, because they're like thinking this guy's going to be like the next Iniesta, and like that's just a lot of big shoes to fill. And they're not the same player. They're not the exact same player. They're similar, but not the exact same. So he was up against the back foot, but also Barca haven't had a good manager in like how long? So when he was under, was it Valverde? Yeah. He was under Valverde. Valverde, playing him defensive. He wasn't getting the team because like Valverde is just a shit coach. Like, sorry to say, he's just a bad coach. So it's like, look, I don't blame it too much on him. Even Barca have been doing atrocious for the last couple of seasons. Like, so I don't blame him. And when he was at Bayern Munich, even though recently he hasn't been getting game time, if you look at his stats, he's actually played really well when he has played. He's got a bunch of goals, bunch of assists. Like, he hasn't underperformed at Bayern. If anything, it's just he's been unlucky that Kovac has found the system he wants to play, and Coutinho is just not in that system, in that plan. And that's not him. It's not his fault. It's just how it works. If we're playing a 3 at the back, I'm sorry, your left back, in like different, your wing back is going to get in over someone who's a more natural left back, as an example. So like, I wouldn't say it's his fault. He hasn't been underperforming by, and I think he's been really good.
Yeah, even at
What I
Barca,
think will happen,
like
yeah,
his
he
stats
wasn't
weren't even
bad.
that bad. He was just playing in a team with the Messis, so it's just like he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't starting all the time because they at that time they were playing a 4-4-2, and he fits nowhere in a 4-4-2 in my opinion. But, like
So,
he's a left winger or he's a attacking midfielder. So
yeah, you can play him like a kind of roaming eight as well. But
no
the
two.
the whole thing, no, yeah, no, not in a two. But you wouldn't have a roaming eight in a two. But it's like I think what's best for him? What's best for him is definitely to find a club where he can shine, is in like the fact that like show why he is why he was bought for the amount of money he was. So go to a place where he's going to get first team football. He's not going to be one of the first names on the team sheet where he can get back to playing football because he's not playing enough. He's not getting enough minutes. So I think for him, he needs to go to a place where he's going to get minutes, right? So whether that's Barca, whether it's somewhere else in the Premier League, I don't know. Premier League would be a good choice for him because the attention's there. He's been there. He knows how to do it. So it'd always be a good move for him. But also, just staying at Barca and fighting for a place isn't necessarily a bad decision. It could be a decent decision with Setien coming in from Betis. Maybe Setien would find a place for him. It doesn't look like he wants to, but maybe if he stayed in fourth, he could fight his way into the team. I don't know. What I think will happen. I think he'll stay. I don't think he'll go anywhere. I think he'll stay at Barca this summer. Well, actually, maybe. I think he'll stay though, just because, look, I don't think Chelsea necessarily need him. If they hadn't signed Ziyech, then I'd be like, Chelsea are going to go for him.
yeah,
So definitely, I think they'd get him. If they were going for him, they'd get him. Arsenal, on their hand, like, I don't, yeah, they need a 10, but like, I feel like they have more pressing issues, like defense and stuff. And like,
defense. Yeah,
so, and yeah, I don't know. Do you see Coutinho going to Arsenal? I don't know. For me, I don't think Arsenal really. I don't think he'd go to Arsenal. He might, but like, look, I don't think he'd go to Arsenal. But yeah, so if he's going to the Premier League, I think he would be at Chelsea or Newcastle, because Newcastle could spend give him a lot of cash, maybe, and he'd take it. I don't know. But Chelsea, just because United, have their eyes, I feel like, firmly set upon your Jadon Sancho. So like, not really giving him, you know, as much attention. So I think he'd go to Chelsea if he came to the Prem, but I don't think he'll. I think he'll stay at Barca.
yeah,
I bet on him staying at Barca.
yeah.
Sancho the same. I think Sancho will also stay at Dortmund. I don't think he'll actually come to the Prem, to United or Chelsea or Liverpool.
Well, not this
I think
season
he'll
at
stay.
least. I think he will
Yeah,
in the
no, that's
future
what I'm
though.
talking about. No, of course. But I'm saying this season he's not, like now. He's not going to come. He's going to stay
I
at
think
Dortmund.
the whole like if the seasons all get voided, it's just gonna mess up the transfer window for everyone. Because this was meant to be a big spending season for Liverpool and Chelsea, our clubs. But just because of this whole thing, like there's so much money that is being lost, and yeah, around the whole world,
Yeah, it
there's just not
is.
going to be like this was meant to be a really big transfer window this summer one. There's a lot of speculation, but
Well, yeah. Well,
now,
Sancho's going to be the headline transfer. Sancho.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Mbappe could be leaving soon as well. You never know. I'd say maybe next season,
yeah.
season
I
after
don't
that,
think I
Mbappe's
don't
gone.
think anyone's ever like settled at PSG in my opinion. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, because it's just like, it's a dead league. It's a farmer's league straight up. You go there, PSG, you win the league and you leave. Like, you're not winning. It's not like you challenge Champions League, which they're trying to do. Neymar, they actually, this season,
they had a
if
chance this
it didn't
season.
happen, they really did have a chance there because they were playing really good stuff. And Gay in midfield with Marquinhos and Verratti, ooh, like just Gay tackles intersections and interceptions, killing the game. Marquinhos as well, like they were looking good. So, and that front four, oh, Icardi, Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria. Oh, don't even get me started. So they were looking good, but it's a shame. I think Mbappe will leave. I think Neymar will try to go back to Barca. Yeah, I don't think, you know, yeah, I don't think PSG are going to be anywhere in like 2 years time. But yeah, I think had a nice little chat about Newcastle and side chat on Coutinho and just transfers in general. Yeah, shorter video than our previous ones. I seem to talk a lot. I seem to just run my mouth. So I'm stopping from now on, controlling myself. But yeah, I think we've had fun. I think we had a decent chat. For sure. So I think, we're going to end it here. It was good chatting to you guys. If you enjoyed, subscribe, share with your friends. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.